Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, honorable members of parliament. A counterfeit is an imitation of something valuable. You imitate it with an intention to deceive. And counterfeiting involves the manufacture or distribution of goods under someone else's brand name without their permission. So the importation, distribution, and sale of counterfeits is a form of organized crime, and this attracts anti-crime attention from our office, the prosecutions department. This is so because counterfeiting has an adverse effect on domestic revenue, domestic security, through the supply of illegal weapons and medicines. It also fuels terrorism. And because when people make counterfeits, they're getting out of the government radar of taxation. So organized gangs, criminal gangs, get funds. When they sell the counterfeits, they raise revenue to cause all those problems that I've mentioned. Those are just examples. You remember the Junkopter deal, when government lost a lot of funds because of counterfeit helicopters, guns, computers. So those are some of the examples. We're on slide number 3. Now we got slide number 4. So what has the DPP done, the Office of the Directorate of Public Prosecutions done? Through the Departments of International Cooperation and International Affairs, we've worked with partners across the borders to try to curb these vices, including the importation and sale of counterfeits. But this is where requests are made. If there is no request, then we've not really come into the arena. Also, we've ensured efficient and effective prosecutions through the maintenance of a high quality of prosecutions. As you all know, the Director of Public Prosecutions has issued licenses to prosecutors in UNBS, URA, and he ensures that he maintains these prosecutors' prosecutorial functions in a high stake, like the high quality. So he demands that you renew your licenses if you're a prosecutor. If you're not matching to the standards, then the license can be revoked. Why is a license very important? Because in this, you can effectively prosecute offenses that have to do with counterfeits or fake goods or something. If the quality of prosecutors is low, then we cannot fight the importation and sale of counterfeits. So this has reduced our case backlog. We've had timely prosecutions and has helped us share experience through trainings that we've had across agencies. So through effective supervisions also of these agencies like UNBS, URA, cases are in time taken to court. So for us, it's about how do we get to the criminals? How do we prosecute them to curb their violations? How do we ensure quality prosecutions? So the DPP has encouraged prosecution-led investigations. If you're a prosecutor in UNBS or URA, he said you have to do the prosecution-led investigations, which actually means you don't wait for the police to assemble the file. You have to be in charge of the investigation. The police officer goes to the field, comes back with what he's found out, and then you direct the investigation until the file is compiled. So we've really emphasized prosecution-led investigations, hence improving the quality upon the quality of investigations. So what can we do as the Office of the Directorate of Public Prosecutions? to curb the importation and sale of counterfeits and sale of these goods. So what we've been doing before is just to prosecute. I looked at the punishments under the UNBS Act, and they're not really proportionate and dissuasive. Someone knows I'll import things like worth $1 billion, and I'll just pay a fine of like 1 million, and then I'll get the profit. So what we want to do as the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions, we want to embark on financial investigations. Like we go to your assets. How much have you amassed? As to quite a lot of assets. So we go to those assets, we trace for the assets of the violators. We confiscate them, and then we get the proceeds from that crime. That will hit the criminals to the heart, to the core of their businesses. Then also we plan to embark on improved supervision of prosecutors in those authorized in those agencies like UNBS, URA, and others. Finally, so we need to improve on knowledge sharing between agencies. We share information, the challenges, because right now I saw we don't really share information. I've been a URSB prosecutor until yesterday, and all these challenges that were mentioned by the Kasita guy, I saw them. And we've been trying to address these things, but unfortunately, I won't be there continuing to do this. But my predecessor, I hope I'll share some of those things I observed there at URSB and how we can improve against counterfeiting in this country. So the way forward is the DPP and other concerned agencies should work to ensure that sanctions under the various acts that govern UNSB, URSB, and all these are proportionate and dissuasive. Like criminals can never think this is a lucrative business, that just thinking of the punishment, that we can get their assets, sell them, confiscate them, and get the proceeds, it will just be a nightmare, so they will not engage in this crime anymore. Thank you for listening.